Hey guys! As some of you slowly have to go back to school, I will show you 4 creative DIY ideas for back to school that are easy and fun to make. The first DIY is about creating watercolor bookmarks inspired by ice cream. Start by creating a template first using simple office paper. Fold the paper in half and then draw any type of shape that you want the ice cream to have. Here I will be using a simple shape to demonstrate the idea. Next, cut it out and trace the shape twice onto some watercolor paper or some other thick paper. Now we can go ahead and design the look of our ice cream or popsicle. I decided to make a striped pattern, but you can do however you like it. As we will create 2 sides for our popsicle, make sure that you design the other side mirrored as I do it here. This way it will look more realistic and cohesive. And now we can go ahead and color everything using watercolors. You don't have to use watercolors, but I really like the way it looks. I painted one section at a time and made the edges of every paint run slightly into each other so it looks a little bit as these colors melt into each other. When the paint has dried, we can add the reflection. Take a clean brush loaded with water and move it over the top area and the right side of the popsicle to activate the watercolor again. And now you can take a tissue paper and press it onto the paper to remove some of the paint. This technique is called lifting and it's great for creating interesting patterns and designs when you paint with watercolors. And then you can repeat the step on the other side. You can mirror the reflection again, but you don't have to, as the reflection on the other side will make more sense, but I just wanted to keep it this way. Once everything is completely dry, cut out the popsicle and now it's time to add the popsicle stick. Glue one stick between these 2 layers of paper and press both sides firmly together. If necessary, cut off some excess paper around the edges and you get a cute popsicle bookmark. And if you're bored with your pencils, you can decorate them in a super easy and cute way. All you need to do is color pencils with white acrylic paint and let them dry. Here's my drying setup, by the way. I used a candle and a paper clip to hold everything in place. So genius, I know. And once the paint has dried, use washi tape or any other tape that is narrow, so not too wide, and attach it all the way around the pencil to create this swirly design. Start at one side and then just wrap the tape around the pencil. Now you can use any color of your choice and color the pencil again. When the paint has dried, remove the tape and you get this cute design. And if you need a fitting notebook, I will show you a cute way to decorate your cover. Take a piece of paper that has the same size as your notebook cover and begin drawing lines starting at the center or slightly above it. You kind of want to create lines that radiate from this point outwards. Now you can go ahead and color these sections using acrylic paint, markers, watercolors, whatever you prefer. I painted some of the sections pink first, then used an ice blue tone, and then kept the rest white, but decided to still use white acrylic paint so everything has the same texture. And since we also need some space to write down the subject or your name or something else on top, you can use another piece of paper and cut out a circle, or if you want, you can also cut out a heart or any other shape, of course. Glue the paper on top once the paint has dried, and if you want, you can also line out the edges to make it look more fun. Now you just need to glue on the paper onto your notebook cover and you're done. And that's it. And since a lot of you guys wanted to know how to make your own pencil case, I will show you a super easy and customizable way how to do that. Start off by placing your longest pen you want to carry around and use on the center of a piece of cardboard so you can know how big you need to make the pencil case. And then add guidelines for this length. Here I'm using the length of 18 centimeters. Now you want to decide how wide you want the pencil case to be so you can fit all the pencils inside. I decided to make it 8 centimeters wide, but of course you can use any width you want. Again, add the guidelines as you can see it here, and now we already have the bottom for our pencil case prepared. Next, we need to create a few more guidelines around the centerpiece. Now you have to decide how tall you want the pencil case to be. I wanted to make it 2.5 centimeters tall, so I created the 2.5 centimeter guideline all around the rectangle we just prepared earlier. Now we have the bottom part and the sides for the pencil case. But since we need to fold the sides later so everything holds together, we need to create a few more guidelines. Now we have to repeat the last step and add another row of guidelines around the outer guideline using the same width. So here I used the 2.5 centimeters again and just added the guidelines the same way. You could have created both sections at the same time, but I wanted to make it step by step so it's not too confusing. Now we have the bottom part, the inner and outer sides for the pencil case. Now we just need another row of guidelines that will hold everything on the bottom part of the pencil case. In the end, you should have the rectangle in the center, 2 rows of guidelines around it with the same width, and then a third row with a slightly narrow width. Now it's time to make the piece of cardboard foldable so we can finally make it into a pencil case. For this step, you need to cut off these areas that I marked with my pencil. It's basically the 3 outer rectangles and the 3 squares around the centerpiece that are on each corner. Once you cut everything out, it should look like this. Next, you want to cut in these lines around the rectangle, since this way we will create the flaps that will hold the sides of the pencil case together. And now it's finally time to fold the cardboard so we can glue everything together. You can use a ruler and the back of the scissors to carve in the line where you will fold the cardboard. This way it will be a lot easier and you won't get any wrinkles into the cardboard when you fold it. Now finally, the last step before we glue everything together. Now we need a few more folds. Place the cardboard with the shorter side facing towards you and draw a diagonal guideline starting from the outer edge to the corner like so. And then starting from the corner, draw another line towards the side like that. And repeat the step on the other side. Now turn the paper so the longer side is facing towards you and draw another guideline starting from the outer edge again towards the upper right corner like that, so it's diagonally again. Repeat the steps on the other sides and now you can cut off these sections we just prepared. I know it might sound really confusing when I try to explain where and what, so I hope you can just compare your progress with the video and pause if necessary. And now it's finally time to fold and glue everything together. Start off with the small flaps and add some glue and then glue the sides together. Once you have the outer frame secured with glue, you can just add the glue to the rest of the flaps and fold everything inside like so. If it doesn't want to hold immediately, you can use paper clips and pin everything together until everything has dried. While the box is drying, we need to prepare the outer cover that we can wrap around the box so it can slide in and out later. For this step, you will need another piece of cardboard and similar guidelines. My pencil case was 18 centimeters long, so I created a guideline at this length. This means do the same with the length you used. And now we can add the rest of the guidelines. First, we need the height again, so for me it's 2.5 centimeters, and then the width of the pencil case, but with a few additional millimeters because otherwise you won't be able to fit in the box since the width got a little wider due to all the foldings. And then repeat the steps. Create a guideline for the height, 2.5 centimeters again here, the width of the pencil case with additional millimeters, and then a smaller section that will hold everything together. Once you prepare the lines, you can cut everything out and prepare the folds again. Now you can use the outer flap to glue everything together. Here again, I'm using paper clips to hold everything together while it's drying. And once everything is dried, you should be able to slide in the box inside the cover. If you notice it doesn't fit in, you can just reattach the flap a little bit on the cover and glue it together by leaving some more space. It's just important that the width is slightly wider than the actual box because otherwise it won't fit in. To cover the flaps inside the box, you can also cut off another piece of cardboard in the same size and glue it inside. And now we are ready to decorate the pencil case. Since we have the ice cream theme going on, I decided to turn this pencil case into a popsicle again. I used pink, white, and brown colored acrylic paint to color every side of the cover. You can of course use any other design and colors. While the paint is drying, you can also add a popsicle stick to the pencil case that you can use to slide the box in and out, but very carefully. All you need to do is cut off some of the popsicle stick to make it a little bit shorter and to create a slit on one of the small sides with the same width. And now you can add the popsicle stick inside and glue it together using strong liquid glue or even hot glue. Once the glue has dried, it should hold pretty well. But still be a little bit careful if you decide to add this detail to your pencil case. And that's it! Now you have your own handmade pencil case to fit in all your pens that you need. I really hope you liked this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, it will mean a lot to me. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe for more arts and crafts related videos in the future and to click on the bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching guys, have a wonderful day and I will see you next week. Bye!